Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and today I'll be showing you how to make this really pretty lacy granny square. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on to materials. The materials we're going to need is a pair of scissors, a 5.0 millimeter hook, and 100% cotton. So let's go ahead and get started on our granny square. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is start off with the magic ring, and then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to put 11 double crochets into the magic ring. And if you don't know what that is, you yarn over, you go through the loop, you'll grab the yarn, and you'll have 3 loops on your hook. You'll go through 2, and then you'll grab the yarn and you go through another 2. Now that we have our double crochets, then we're going to pull our tail tight to close our ring, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of the 3rd chain, which you go through the loop. You'll grab the yarn and then you'll pull through the loop. Now we're going to chain 5 and we're going to double crochet into the first chain, the first stitch. Then we're going to chain 2. We're going to double crochet into the next stitch. Then we're going to chain 2. And that is going to be our repeat. When we get to the end, we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain. Then we're going to move over to the chain space and we're going to slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 5. Then we're going to double crochet back into the same chain space. Then we're going to chain 2. Then we're going to go into the next chain space with a double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2. Then we're going to double crochet back into the same chain space. Alright, and this is going to form a V. So we're going to do this repeat all the way around. Alright, when we get to the end, we're going to once again slip stitch into the 3rd chain. Then we're going to go into the chain space with a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 3. And we're going to put a double crochet into the same chain space. Then we're going to chain 2. Then put 2 more double crochets into that same chain space. And what this is going to create is an open shell. And now we're going to chain 2, go into the V stitch with 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 more double crochets, then we're going to chain 2, and this is going to be our repeat. When we get to the end, we're going to slip stitch into the first chain, then we're going to move over to the middle of the open shell stitch with a slip stitch, then we're going to chain 4. Then we're going to do what we call a treble crochet, which you wrap the yarn around the hook twice. You go through the stitch, you have 4 loops on your hook, you go through 2, and then go through another 2. You're going to chain 3. We're going to do 2 more treble crochets, which you wrap the yarn around the hook twice, go through the stitch, grab the yarn, 4 loops on your hook, you go through 2, you go through 2, then you go through another 2. And this is going to be our first corner. Now we're going to chain 2. We're going to do a V stitch into the open shell stitch. Now we're going to chain 2. We're going to do another V stitch into the open shell stitch. Then we're going to chain 2. Then we're going to do 2 treble crochets into the next stitch. Then we're going to chain 3, then 2 more trebles, and this is going to be our second corner, and we're going to repeat this pattern 3 more times around, and when we get to the end we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first chain. Alright, now we're going to slip stitch into the center. Then we're going to chain 4. We're going to do a treble crochet. Then we're going to chain 3, 2 more trebles, then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to go into this gap right here with a double crochet, following another double, then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to put 2 double crochets into the V-stitch, and we're going to chain 2, we're going to put 2 double crochets into the chain space, and we're going to chain 2, 2 double crochets into the V-stitch, then we're going to chain 2, 2 trebles, chain 3, 2 more trebles, and this is going to be corner to corner, and it's going to be our repeat for 3 more times around, and when we get to the end we're going to slip stitch at the top of the chain. Next we're going to slip stitch into the center, then we're going to chain 1, we're going to do 2 single crochets, then we're going to chain 3, 2 more single crochets, and now all on the top we're just going to single crochet in every last chain space and every last stitch, and we're going to do that all the way around until we reach the end. And that is the end of our granny square. Hopefully everyone liked my video. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. It'll be much appreciated. Have a nice day.